Good morning, my fellow Malaysians. This is Dr. K.N. Singh from JB again on the 5th of January 2023, wishing you all a very happy new year. Malaysians have done well electing a new government which was not actually fully Pakatan Harapan as expected, but all this was because we did not give them the required numbers. Yes, my friends, this is our doing. Pakatan Harapan is not responsible, we all are. Now we are stuck with the unity government experiment, and Dato Sri Anwar Ibrahim is doing the best he can with one hand tied behind his back. Everyone is talking about education reform these days, and the UK needs to do a reform, why don't we? We actually had the best education system in the world. And I remember when I went to UK for my postgrad studies, I was asked by the British immigration officer where I learned to speak English. Malaysia, I told him. He was surprised, but our education was once the best in the world, in my opinion. Now, our education system in Malaysia is being radicalized, and the emphasis is placed on religious studies. As a result, Malay students are proficient in religion studies, but this will not get them a job. Their social skills, their math skills are non existent, and they feel very awkward in society and are unable to cope and much less get a job they like. What is the root cause of this problem? We can all see it, but we just refuse to acknowledge it. For years, the government, under the guise of national economic policy, has been pushing incompetent people and giving them scholarships while depriving the really clever students, the majority of them being non-Malays, with 9A passes in every subject, and they were not given GPA scholarship. And you get Malays with 1 or 2 A's, mainly credits, getting full GPA scholarships for subjects they don't really want and not interested in. These bright Malaysian students we had applied elsewhere in the UK, US, Singapore, Australia, and even China. They were given full scholarships and without any bonds. They really, had a chance now, and they got jobs there after they qualified. Some of them even found partners there as well. So why should they return? The only reason they had to return were their aging parents. Apart from that, there was nothing in Malaysia that they wanted. We do have brilliant people like Tan Sri Sharif Qasim and Tan Sri Asia Abu Sama who have given advice, but this sadly in Malaysia, this advice was put under the carpet by some undersecretary who felt it was not good advice as it needed a change in policy. A change in policy is difficult, so they just ignore this. The brain drain has gone on for so long, and now we are all beginning to feel the pinch. The local graduates are not employable, and they are turning out nurses who are registered but cannot even take a blood pressure. Hospitals are losing staff as those that have been trained well now get much higher pays in Singapore, and with the currency exchange, they think it's worth it and decide to leave. How do we solve this problem? We need to focus on life skills, math, science, and leave religious studies at just being a subject. We all need to understand that we are in all this together. The Malays, the Chinese, and the Indians. We are all Malaysians. We need to bring our skills and find good people to train and equip our young so that they can do better. Hopefully, this unity government will see this as a priority and make sure the right teachers are available for the right subjects and religious teachers are not asked to teach English or maths. The majority of our teachers are Malays, as it was a national economic policy objective. Teaching is also regarded as an easy job and not much work if you cannot teach. It becomes a job to earn an income and not a profession. We need to weed out these incompetent teachers and make sure our teachers, no matter what race, who impart knowledge to our children actually have knowledge to impart. It's hard, but we all have to look at this objectively as the fate of our nation depends on the youth. And if the best youth leave the country, what then is left? Yes, aged people like me who refuse to leave, and those with no brains and no means to leave. I do not envy Dato Sri Anwar Ibrahim as he struggles for the country with one hand tied behind his back, as his unity government is only sustainable if everyone in the coalition is protected. It will be hard indeed to protect everyone, as the past always catches up with you, and our karma will have to be paid in full, whether you like it or not. Good day to you, my fellow Malaysians, and if you agree with me, please subscribe to hear the next podcast, and please leave your comments below, even if you don't agree with me. I leave you with these thoughts until we next meet again with my podcast. A very good day to you. Bye for now.